Welcome to the Sitco Bros Podcast.
I'm waiting.
Welcome to Welcome to episode 23 of the Zip Code Bros. I am your host, Michael John Gallagher, the second. With us, as always, is Jimmy Sorensen, Ben Jones, and Adam Jefferson. Today's episode is Ask the Bros. I'm going to ask my bros, how you guys doing?
Doing okay.
Doing good, man.
Very
good.
Pretty good.
Very good. Very good. So we just figured it'd be one of these episodes we just kind of shoot the ish and I don't know, we'll just bounce around some questions. We'll talk about what's going on in our lives. If y'all want to share what you want to share. Talk a little music, do a little what that mean. Maybe we'll hear some Jonesy's jokes if we're lucky.
Maybe.
If we're lucky.
It's a guarantee.
Oh, okay, good. Then we're lucky then. And I like AJ's new Fatal Four-Way segment.
Yeah, is that what we're doing?
All right. Well, I'll throw it to you, Ben. What do you want to get started with?
Should we jump into the questions? Because we've got plenty to get through. Or do you want to do our normal stuff first?
Yeah, why don't we check in with each other? Ben, how you doing, man?
I'm doing better than I was last week.
That's
Because
great.
I've had a bit of time to process, what the hell's been going on. Again, Gallagher, you've been my sounding board through all that, so thank you for that. And this afternoon, I picked the boys up. I've got them for the weekend, and it's Father's Day here on Sunday. So, yeah, looking forward to that.
Day.
Yeah, thank you.
That's fantastic. Oh, boys must be excited to be with you guys right now. Well, with you, not with you guys, with you.
Yeah, well, I gave them $10 each to get me something from the school. They had a stall set up for Father's Day presents, so it'd be interesting to see what they got me this year.
If it's a severed head, I'm going to be very upset.
It's just for men. I'll be happy.
Adam, how you doing?
Man, I'm doing good. Just plugging along with football season. We got a win this past Friday, and
Congrats.
Thank you. Looking to get another one. This Friday, had the tropical storm for us, hurricane for those down in Florida, come through, and didn't have to go into work today or anything like that. So just got to spend it with the family, with my wife and my son and my daughter, and college football started tonight, so it's been a good day, been a good week.
Nice. It's awesome. James?
Been a week. It's been emotional. Been a roller coaster of a week. Had some issues this week with the DMV, but working through them little by little. Just annoyed with them at this point. Last week had a good start to football season for the football team that I filmed for, and went longer than anticipated with lightning delays.
Oof.
Hour and a half lightning delay.
Oof.
Didn't get done till 11, and didn't really get to eat till 11:30 midnight. Just kind of also finding off cold or something, and just a tough week for me personally.
Yeah.
Tough week also, but it's supposed to be a joyous week, but interconnection.
You want to tell everybody what you're doing for your birthday?
Hanging out with a good buddy, Zoe Lopez, friend of the show.
Oh, nice.
Hanging out with him and his daughters, and one of his oldest is gonna bake me a cake, so excited for that, because who doesn't love home baked cakes?
Exactly.
But just hanging out,
Hanging out.
watching some Starcast stuff. Gonna watch some wrestling this weekend too. So
Yeah, a little payback, a little all out.
good. It's a good weekend, and my the stadium, the big time stadium for here in Nebraska, outsold, has a world record now of
Sold out. Sold out.
sold out 92,003 people for volleyball, which is really cool. So they outsold AEW, and they've outsold, no, not quite, not the record of I was thinking Pontiac, I was thinking of WrestleMania 3, but they outsold All In, which is kind of cool.
Well, WrestleMania 3 was a gimmick number.
Huh?
Yeah, for sure.
There wasn't 93,000 at Pontiac.
No, but what they so Nebraska volleyball, the University of Nebraska volleyballs set an attendance record, a world attendance record of like 92,000. So like 92,000 people went to go see a volleyball game.
Yep.
Yeah, I saw pictures. It was it looked incredible.
It was insane. I didn't realize that volleyball like that was so popular.
I didn't either.
I mean, it wasn't beach volleyball, was it?
No, it was like indoor.
I mean, that's easier to watch.
Unfortunately, no, it's not. It wasn't. It's still a close second, but volleyball is volleyball nonetheless, and it's good to see women get this kind of recognition.
Oh, 100%. That's outstanding.
So, WWE, AEW, take notes.
Speaking of AEW, y'all watch All In?
I did.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. I'm doing really well, but I would love to talk about All In. So I had a good week. Everything's going pretty well. I got my kids this weekend too, Ben. So I'm looking forward to spending some time with them. So, but I would love to talk some All In, especially since we made some predictions last week. It'd be cool to kind of chat about the card.
Yep.
Did you get a chance to watch anything, Ben? Did you get a chance to see anything, any highlights or anything like that?
Oh, just MJF and Adam Cole, like the finish to that match.
Okay.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Hey,
and then I heard about CM Punk being a punk.
Yeah, I can't stand him, man. It's just, dude, like, you're not that bad. I don't know. I mean, I don't want to say anything negative about the guy because God knows if he kick my ass 3 ways to Sunday. But like, I don't get the drama, the necessary drama that he takes upon himself, right? Like, why can't he just go out there and do his job and just, I don't know, just ignore people backstage?
Yeah, like, look, again, much like the brawl out situation, I don't really see either party being in the right,
Yeah.
Because Jack Perry shouldn't be trying to do things with real glass when you have things like sugar glass or whatever available. But for Punk to say, look, if you're going to do that, go do it on Wednesday nights. That creates division within the locker room.
Yeah.
And then Jack escalates it by tapping the glass on the car in his match against Hook during 0 hour and say, look, real glass, cry me a river. Then they get into it basically, I think they call it the Dusty position or the gorilla position. So right in front of Tony, apparently rumor has it Samoa Joe had to talk CM Punk down from a ledge of quitting and to actually go out and do their match.
Oh, geez.
It was to the point where they went to the Golden Elite and Bullet Club Gold and said, hey, if y'all need to, can y'all start off the show instead? That's how bad things were getting.
It's just, I don't mean to interrupt you, but it's insane that his shit, like what he does.
Well,
it's again, we should be talking about how amazing it is that they sold 80,000 tickets in Wembley.
Right? and how
But-
awesome that main event was.
82,000. Yeah, 82,000 and some change.
But instead, we're talking about another bad backstage moment that involved Phil Brooks.
Exactly.
And honestly, this whole shit that gets to these dumbass dirt sheet writers, it needs to go. It needs to stay in house, sort of thing. You know what I mean?
That's yeah. What was it? Eric Bischoff, I think. Like, could you imagine if like all the locker room drama for any NFL team or any pro team, any college team, was constantly getting out to ESPN? Like they'd, whoever was running to those writers, if this were college or pro athletics, would be booted out of the locker room. But for some reason, pro wrestling's a different animal, sure. But you got to settle things in house instead of running to Daddy Dave.
And that guy's not even that credible.
No.
Yeah. But I think the whole card I thought the 4-way match with the women was fantastic. I thought Will Ospreay versus Chris Jericho was amazing. And I think MJF and Adam Cole stole the show.
I like the Sting Darby versus.
That was a close second.
Yeah.
That was a very close second.
I like the spot of Sting using the bat to keep the coffin from closing.
Yep.
I don't know. Match of the night for me is either FTR versus the Young Bucks or Adam Cole versus MJF.
Hey, I am the tag team champions. Fuck those guys.
Hey, language, my friend.
Screw those.
You can talk about the Young Bucks that way. I'm totally with you, but don't talk about FTR that way.
Maybe I was talking about the Bucks. Maybe I was talking about FTR. You don't know.
That's going to severely impact our friendship, Jimmy.
We'll see about it next week. For those that don't know, me and AJ are in a in a fantasy draft, and first round we have each other.
Yeah.
I think in the first round, I mean, do I go McCaffrey or do I go Jefferson with the number 1 overall pick?
Which position is going to get more points?
Oh, it's really it's a PPR league, so about the same.
Who's up by 1?
I mean, the number 1 points is going to be Pat Mahomes, of course, but the number 1 ranked points that's not a quarterback is Jamar Chase, and then second is Jefferson, and then third is McCaffrey.
I'd go with Jefferson.
Yeah, I mean, you can't go wrong. I just love Christian McCaffrey.
I say go Mahomes just for our boy. Shout out Zol Lopez.
Well, it's a 10-team league, so you can't go quarterback in the first round. I mean, you put yourself in a position where you draft a guy like Jared Goff and Tua Tagovailoa, and you can swap them, with their good matchups. So that's what I'm gonna do with my that's my strategy with this draft. Is I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna just go best available and then see what happens when my quarterback comes around.
All right, Gallagher.
And you know what? Of course, Jefferson is gonna, or AJ is gonna put over Jefferson.
Well,
That was always gonna happen.
Oh yeah, and we guys stick together, man. Whether we're actually related or not.
Gallagher, when it comes to you again, just start talking. We'll cut it off to you again.
All right, that's cool. I'll right now I got it's either Jefferson, Jamar Chase, or Christian McCaffrey, or Austin Eckler.
Go with Justin. I think he's going to have the best year of those 4.
Yeah, you got to think he's going to have another good year.
No, me and Gallagher were on a just shooting the breeze with each other on a Zoom the other night when we're also me, Gallagher, and AJ are on the same
Fantasy league,
and Gallagher and I are on a Zoom just.
Yeah, we were doing the draft together. We were just we were Zooming together doing the draft together. It was actually pretty cool. Yeah, it was cool. Just hanging out while you're doing that. That was cool. I think it was Sunday. Yeah, last Sunday, I think. Yeah, it was cool. But yeah, I got mine. Mine's starting in 11 minutes and 53 seconds. But I figure I would be cool if we can jump to Mike's Music Corner. Maybe just do that one right before they do the questions.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. Go
So
for it.
everybody knows I'm a big Beatle fan, and if you don't know, your ass better call somebody. But
So original.
right, hey, what are you gonna do, right? I listened to his Road Dogs podcast on Terry Funk and Bray Wyatt, and if you guys haven't listened yet, it was fantastic. It was fantastic. But the lyric of the week is going to be "Hey Jude" by the Beatles, and it's actually my tattoo on my right arm. I have music notes wrapped around my. I have music notes wrapped around my arm, and the lyric is "Take a sad song and make it better." So my lyric of the week is take a sad song and make it better. Make whatever your day is doing, whatever is going on, just take what you're doing and make it better. And I can't think of a better thing to say this week about that than that. No.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's great.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, would you guys mind if we hung out with my son Michael for about 2 minutes?
Yeah.
Sure.
2 minutes or 3 minutes?
Open the door. Open the door.
Jimmy.
Come on. What do you want to show?
3 minutes.
Yeah.
Got it.
Or you can talk for 3 minutes.
We got it.
Or you can go back downstairs.
I'll show my flip books.
All right, go get your flip book then. I'll tell you when to come back up. All right, why don't we get a question out of the way?
All right. The first one is the first timer, Mr. Russ Jefferson
Uh-oh.
he has submitted a question that's, this is a tough one. Is cereal soup? Why or why not? And I'm telling you, AJ, this is straight out of Seinfeld. It's got to be.
What, Michael?
I don't think he ever really watched Seinfeld, so
I'm gonna do
but,
it. I got it.
since this is my dad's question, I guess I'll start off with answering it. No, because soup, for the most part, has to be hot. And I think water is part of the ingredient, and I don't think unless you just need some kind of help, you're not really putting water in cereal.
Yeah. I mean, because I think as you get to the bottom of the cereal bowl where the milk ratio outweighs the cereal, an argument could be made that it's like a cold soup.
Yeah. I was gonna say, what do you call it when it gets to that point? You call it soupy.
Oh, that is a good point.
Yeah, I think soup. I think cereal is soup.
Because I mean, for the record, when I was 4 or 5 years old, I got to the bottom. I finished eating my cereal. I didn't want to drink the milk.
Why?
I was a weird kid. Shut up.
You still are.
The
Rich.
sugar, it's sugar milk.
Plus,
It's the best
was
kind
honey.
of milk.
It was honeycombs, is what I was eating.
Dude, oh my goodness. My son got Cookie Crisps last week, and I had a couple bowls. I forgot how great it was, like eating, chocolate chip cookies in cereal.
But I didn't want to finish the milk. I think I was full. I don't know. But I had to sit at the table because I didn't want to finish it. So I finished the milk, and I just did not finish the milk.
Because with ice cream, for example, when that melts,
It's
that
soupy.
becomes like a soup.
It's soupy. What? Whatever. Fine.
But when you go to the shop to buy cereal, you're not getting a box of soup.
yeah, that is true.
But when you go to the
But cereal,
but I will say this: when you go to the store and you buy a bag of split peas, your intention is to make a soup, but you're not buying a soup.
it's the ingredient.
So is maybe and cereal's an ingredient.
But no one's buying cereal to turn it into soup
But if it gets
So-
soupy, is it a soup?
because it starts off as a cereal and the soupy that's left over is like an added bonus.
Yeah. So
Oh.
is it a soup? Yes or no?
So
Part of it.
See,
I guess
that's what I'm saying.
I guess it boils down to how much milk are you adding?
Boils. Talking about soup.
I guess it comes down to how much milk are you putting in your cereal. I mean, am I right? Because like if you're putting, like Ben said, you get to a point where there's more milk than cereal, and it becomes soggy, becomes soupy. If you're my dad, who I've never seen a person add so little milk to cereal in my life, because he doesn't want it to get soggy or soupy. It's like a splash.
Right.
To the point where I found like this bowl that could keep the milk and the cereal separate, so that he could get a spoonful of the cereal and then just kind of dip it in the milk. And he thought it was a great idea. I was joking. But so again, I guess like it just comes down to how much milk are you putting in your cereal to determine if it's a soup or not.
Is there a
Okay,
perfect,
so
What?
is there a perfect ratio cereal to milk? It's
I
gotta
don't
be.
know.
I think it depends if you want that sugar milk afterwards or not.
Yeah.
I'm a big proponent of like half milk, half cereal.
So okay, let me ask you this: when you pour cereal into a bowl,
Wow.
do you put the cereal in first or the milk first?
Cereal.
Cereal.
You gotta pour.
Yeah,
the
me
milk-
too.
You gotta pour the milk over the cereal.
One of my boys puts the milk in first.
Yeah, I can't remember who. I do know somebody who's done that. I can't
Yeah.
remember who.
Because the first time I saw him do it, I was like, "What the hell are you doing? That's not how you do it."
Well, it's like folding pizza, right? Like I grew up folding my pizza in half, and when you don't fold your pizza, I'm like, no, that's not how you do it. You fold your pizza just like you put the cereal.
Hey, my dad eats pizza with a knife and fork.
Some people do eat pizza with knife and fork. I don't know. I mean, it doesn't bother me anymore. But like it really bothered me when I first got out here. I'm like, guys, fold your pizza. You have no idea what you're missing. I don't care how thin a piece of pizza is. You can make a crease in it and fold it.
Yeah.
The bread's got to be soft enough to fold. I remember when I think it was Domino's tried to come out with like Brooklyn style pizza where you could fold it, and then you went to fold it and you could hear the bread snap.
Yeah.
Well, this isn't Brooklyn style at all.
No.
Shit crunch.
There was a place called Nate's New York Pizza around here, and I went there once. I'm like, this is so not anything close to New York pizza. Oh man,
But yeah. So I think that's. I don't know. Is that it for that question?
I think that's it. What else we got?
Yeah.
Does your boy want to do the run in or?
We want to show. We want to show him. We want to show him. You want to show him your belt? You want to show him your belt? Are you going to get in the shot or come on? Because when you're done, you're going to bed, okay? Flip books part 2.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
okay. Got another one.
Right back.
Oh,
Boom.
that's a cool idea. I like that.
It's called the Shell Shock.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Undertaker. Rest in peace.
Nice.
There you go. That's
Where do
really
you get
cool.
them from?
Yeah.
eBay.
eBay. Listen to this kid.
They don't sell them anymore, but eBay has them.
It's like those old wrestling books you were talking about. They're like they made them and they used to sell them, but they don't sell them anymore. So but there's still some available if you look. So this one, I
Yeah.
don't know
Okay.
if you found this one, but this came from like England. These flip books.
Oh wow.
Oh,
Yeah. No, Europe.
Somewhere. Yeah, that's the same thing.
It came
So,
from the United
all right,
Kingdom.
one more, then we're all done. Okay. Looks like Seth Rollins doing the pedigree.
Turnbuckle power bomb.
That was a pedigree. That was another pedigree.
It's called Sir. Oh.
No, that's what I understand what they do, but that's a pedigree.
Good
All right.
stuff.
It's awesome.
Just say hi to everybody.
Hi.
All right. Want to show them your belt?
This one.
Yeah, show them your belt. Cool.
That's a nice belt.
It's awesome.
Very cool.
Very cool. All right. Want to say goodnight?
Good night.
See you, buddy.
All right. Give me a hug.
Wait.
Give me a hug.
No.
Go to bed.
Really wanna.
Go to bed. All right. I love you.
What quarterback did you draft?
I'll tell you tomorrow. Okay. All right. Thank you,
The
boys. I
suspense.
appreciate that.
Oh, anytime.
Yeah. All right. Now I'm talking myself out of Jefferson and into Jamar Chase.
Oh. How long's left?
I got 35 seconds before it starts, and then I have like I think a minute per pick.
Ooh, a minute. Jeez.
Yeah. We don't mess around. We just get in, get out.
Yeah.
If you're not ready, too bad. Or I doing something nuts and go Patrick Mahomes first overall.
You know, I did. I think I did that last year.
I don't think I can do that. Not with. I think I'm gonna go Jefferson.
Yeah.
I'm on the clock. I got 2 minutes per pick. Oh, this is gonna go so long. I mean, Jefferson was a stud. Jefferson.
There you go.
Yeah.
All done, eh?
Yeah. Well, until my next round pick. So what's the next question?
Another one from Russ. Well, I should say Mr. Jefferson, you know, the whole respect thing. What's the best Wi-Fi name you've ever seen?
I got the best one. So there's one over here called Lordy Jesus, it's a wire fire. It's the greatest one in the world. What about you?
That is pretty good.
When I was in college, my roommate and I set ours to FBI Surveillance Fan 6.
Nice. Flowers by.
I can't remember seeing. I can't remember seeing any one that stood out, but I did a quick Google search and I found a funny one. It's pretty fly for a Wi-Fi.
Oh, that's a good one too.
Yeah, it's kind of clever.
Mine is just Michael William. Original.
So another question from Mr. Jefferson is: in 40 years' time, what will people be nostalgic for?
Oh,
Taylor Swift.
yeah. Swift. Gosh.
Did you take your melatonin?
I was going to say something sort of outside the box thinking, but cars that run on fuel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. I see what the Rock is cooking.
Yeah, because in 40 years' time, everything's going to be electric
Boogie woogie woogie.
or up in the sky, maybe like the Jetsons. So I reckon Taylor Swift then.
In cars.
Yeah.
Taylor Swift's petrol car.
There you go.
All right. Last one from Mr. Jefferson. What NBA player would have been the best NFL player and vice versa?
I think Allen Iverson would have been a great NFL player.
I could see that.
As a quarterback?
No, as a running back.
Okay.
I'm thinking of guys like Anthony Mason, Charles Oakley, David Robinson, guys who I think would be great tight ends. David Robinson could hurt somebody at being a tight end.
Yeah. And then wasn't it Antonio Gates that
Yeah, a lot of Jimmy Graham, Antonio Gates, a lot of those guys play basketball.
as far as NFL player that would make a great NBA player.
So I would think LeBron would be a great NFL player.
He'd be a good tight end.
He'd be a great flopper.
Watch your mouth, Jimmy.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, LeBron. I don't know, maybe Steph as like a cornerback.
Kobe Bryant.
Yeah, I can see that. How about Russell? I can see Russell Wilson playing basketball. Russell Wilson. I think Joe Burrow was a good basketball player too.
Yeah, I think he was.
I think, yeah, friend of the show, Justin Davis of the Pondwater Dave show, or Talking Wrestling with Pondwater Dave. He actually reffed Jordan Burrow.
Oh wow.
That's where I remember hearing it
Joe
from.
Burrow, not Jordan Burrow. Jordan Burrow was a
That's
wrestler.
where I remember hearing it from. It was JD. JD's the one who was talking about how he was a good ball player, a basketball player.
Joe Burrow was, yeah.
But these guys are world class athletes, right? You got to think they're good at every sport.
I remember like Deion Sanders played baseball and football.
Yeah.
Prime time Deion Sanders got heat with me.
Oh,
There's
a few guys that play both. And Russell Wilson played both baseball and football. Kyler Murray was drafted by the A's in the first round. A lot. Michael Vick was drafted by the Rockies. Tom Brady was drafted by the Expos.
Yeah.
These guys are world-class athletes. You got to think that if they chose another sport, they probably would have been just as good.
I mean, you got Raiders guy. I can't think of his name.
Derek Carr.
Bo Jackson.
Oh, Jackson.
Yeah, there you go. The perfect example.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. Dana Jefferson. So this is a very Jefferson heavy episode.
Why don't you bounce around the questions? Because
yeah, okay.
Yeah, we
can do that.
We need more questions about embarrassing stories. That's what we need.
Well, there's one here. Ben from Australia asks, "Why is Jimmy still on the show?"
I was gone for 10.
Right.
Thank you.
Okay, let's bounce around. So Mike Boba, who was recently on Talking Wrestling with Pondwater, he was talking about the hockey. So he wants to know, what is your favorite wrestling moment that you saw in person?
That's easy for me. John Cena coming back into Royal Rumble, 2008. That was a great question, Bober.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, it's kind of a tie. The first one that immediately came to mind was watching Cody Rhodes wrestle Scorpio Sky for the Ring of Honor title when Cody came to Wrestle Circus down in Austin. It was just such a cool vibe with the crowd and a great match. But more recently, and this might be because of what has happened in the wrestling world the past week, being at the first WrestleMania after the pandemic in Tampa and getting to see what has now become the last ever entrance of The Fiend.
Oh, wow. That's great.
Yeah.
Sorry,
What about you, Jimmy?
I just went back to back with Chris Olave and Josh Jacobs.
Okay.
I'll let you older folks go first. Because
that must be me then. Thank you. Probably Hogan versus Flair at the Hulkamania tour down here in 2009. Just being able to see those two icons wrestle in my hometown, that was a pretty cool deal.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Gallagher, you first.
Oh, I already
Gallagher already answered.
Wait, it was John Cena to the Rumble when John Cena came back. That was the best moment I've ever seen.
For me, it's a toss-up. No, I'm just thinking about it now. Seeing as much as people want to crap on it, but it was Bray Wyatt's, I think his last match, pay-per-view match, was Royal Rumble this past year in San Antonio.
The pitch black match.
Yeah,
I actually enjoyed that
I thought it was great. I don't really get why people didn't.
because they're trolls.
I think at the time, I don't think LA Knight was as popular. He was not nearly as popular as he is now.
True.
And I think he is so much more popular now that like I barely knew who LA Knight was in January when we went to the Rumble together, and now I'm like all in on LA Knight.
See, I think that's
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's just kind of, when Bruce Pritchard talked about bringing Ric Flair in '92, about how the WWE crowd didn't know who Ric Flair was, and that's kind of why it sort of fell flat. And I think stuff like LA Knight proves Bruce to be right in that, because I knew about LA Knight when he was Eli Drake on Impact and NWA. So when he came in to WWE, I was excited, but not, much like Gallagher just said, not every WWE fan, watches the other stuff or knows the non-WWE stars. So you gotta build them up. And I think part of that, they should go back to kind of what they did in the 80s and 90s of doing weeks and weeks of vignettes of the wrestler to build hype, instead of them just showing up and assuming that everyone's going to know who that is.
That would have been cool for LA Knight, because LA Knight would have been awesome doing those vignettes.
Oh, yeah, just the "let me talk to you," especially if he was able to incorporate the dummy part of his catchphrase.
I mean, I think that was on like when he first came back, like in October, because actually, so back to my answer, or like it's a three-way between that match, Bray Wyatt coming back in October of last year after being off for so many months. I was actually at that show when he came back in New Orleans, and just I knew who he was, but I was like, when I kind of knew previous, like LA Knight. I'm like, what's this LA Knight name? I'm like, I knew him as Eli Drake. So reverse effect of what Gallagher, I knew I was one of those few that, not because of I just watched Impact when I could, and so I knew who Eli was, or LA Knight, and so that, and then Bray Wyatt, and then I guess for me, all time has to be now Austin coming back for one more match. Just hopefully it just stays that one more match in Dallas, because that was just thunderous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So we've got a question coming up here from Alison Faye. But Gallagher, I've just noticed something. You look a little different today.
I look a little different today.
Yeah. We're about to do a question from Alison.
It could be the hair.
Could be the hair.
Could be the hair. I got a haircut, different hairstyle. Allison, I hope I meet your approval.
Alison, let us know what you think.
And I saw Allison's question, and I'm excited to answer it, actually.
Before you do, Gallagher, there's something wrong with your background.
What's that?
Something's not spinning.
Oh, yes, sir.
Professional podcast.
If you can't have fun on here, what can you do?
All right. So, Allison asks, why is New Kids on the Block the best boy band ever, and why is Donnie your favorite? Also, she says, if you have to ask who New Kids on the Block are, you're way too young.
Look, I do know who that is.
AJ, do you know New Kids on the Block are?
Oh yeah, I've never heard their stuff, but I know who they are.
Ben, are you familiar with them?
Oh yeah, I was 12, 13 when they first came out.
So to answer her question, Donnie is the best one, and if nothing else, I love Blue Bloods, and Wahlberg's on Blue Bloods, so I'm all in on Donnie Wahlberg.
Well, to be fair, Donnie's the only one I know by name. I don't know what the other guys are
Jordan,
called.
I remember a kid named Jordan Knight. So I think Jordan Knight was also in New Kids on the Block. Donnie Wahlberg, and then that's I think those are the only two guys that I know.
In terms of best boy band ever, it could be argued that the Beatles could be the Beatles as the original boy band.
100% agree with you, Ben. I think the Beatles were the first boy band.
Yeah.
Although I think if we're talking about boy bands after 1990, I'd be hard pressed not to mention NSYNC.
Or Backstreet Boys.
Oh, the Backstreet Boys.
But in terms of the late 80s, early 90s, New Kids on the Block were the group
Absolutely.
for boy bands.
Oh.
So
What about Boys to Men?
I don't think they were.
I mean, they were a boy band, but I don't know if
they were boy banding. I mean, they weren't that boy. They were more soul and R&B ish. But I was like, well, I was just wondering what would you classify them at? Gallagher.
Yeah, Gallagher is the music man.
I didn't hear the question.
Boys to Men, are they a boy band?
I would consider them more R&B than boy band.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would consider them more R&B than a boy band because they made several songs. They weren't really that. It wasn't that choreographed. I mean, they did this. I think they were more R&B than boy bandish.
They weren't the pop rock category.
Exactly.
Not pop rock, just poppy.
Sorry, my friends.
Oh, so you should be.
Cam Akers or John? You think John? What do you think of Jonathan Taylor?
He was good on Home Improvement.
Mark.
All right.
So, Devin Dowling's up next. We've got 3 questions from him. Are you right, Gallagher?
Yeah, I'm good to go.
Okay. So he wants to know, why do they call Canadian bacon instead of ham?
That's a great question that I've always asked myself, Devin.
Is it stupid?
What's that about? Could it be that it's a psychological trick, knowing that bacon is so much better than ham?
It could be.
Like a marketing thing.
They're just stupid.
All right.
Okay. Moving on. Okay. His next question is, what's one memory from when you were 10 years old?
So, okay, I got a good one.
Great.
So I had recently moved from Connecticut to Alabama. And this is actually how I ended up meeting one of the guys that would be one of my best friends through high school and some of college. I get on the bus to go home, and new kid in town, new kid in school. And I turn to the kid behind me and say, I introduce myself. My name's Adam. I just moved here. It's, wondering what your name is. And he said, "Shut up and turn around. I don't like you." And fast forward years later, we were both out of college at this point, and I'm having dinner with him and his wife and his parents, and I tell that story. And what made it so great to tell that story all those years later is his mom still got mad, and he still got in trouble for it over a decade after it happened. His mom gave him an earful for saying that to me.
That's funny. That's awesome.
Jimmy,
10 years old.
Funny thing is, I don't remember my 10th birthday.
You do not?
No.
or somewhere around there. like a memory from that time period?
Happy wise, I can't think of any at the moment.
Okay.
I was 9 when seeing my first WrestleMania,
There you go.
All right.
Okay.
which was WrestleMania 23, which is a stellar card, in my opinion. In my opinion, Joey's right. So fact.
Gallagher, what about you?
We used to go to a lot of Mets games when we were younger during the summer. So I just remember going to the Met game. I remember Bobby Bonilla was playing for the Mets in '92. That's when I was 10. So I remember going to see Bobby Bonilla play for the Mets. How about you?
Okay. So that was I was 10 years old when my sister Chantal was born, and I was at my grandmother's house at the time, and we got the phone call from my mum from the hospital to say the baby's been born. And I always wanted a brother. So as soon as I found out that I had another sister, I was like, God damn it, fuck. And I was just going off. And my grandma was just like, Ben, get your shit together. Stop being a dickhead.
Hey, knock your shit out.
So, and of course, a couple of days later, I went to the hospital to meet my sister, and it's all good. So, yeah.
Now she's your best
All
friend.
right. Yeah, we're pretty close.
That's
I brainwashed her into being a wrestling fan, actually, like when she was much younger.
Yeah.
Well, I thought if I can't have a brother, like someone's gonna learn
I mean,
about wrestling.
you gotta put someone in the figure four.
I know. I can't do it to my mum all the time.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying the sisters.
All right. So up next, so Devon's okay. His next question is a bit of a gimmick theft thing from Whitaker, because Devon wants to know if we're making a pizza, what's on it?
So, is there a theme for this pizza?
Actually,
No.
So I gotta go back.
Just make your own. Oh, sorry, Jimmy. Yep.
I just thought of this now. My brother Dom, who Gallagher met this past January.
Yep.
Bigger guy. Always been bigger than me. We're 4 years and 2 days apart. Shout out, his birthday at the time of this recording is tomorrow. And so, but me and him were wrestling, and it escalated quickly, and he got pissed and took his hand, closed it up into a ball, hit me in the kidney.
Ooh.
I was out for like 10, 15, 20 minutes.
Oh.
Shaking, apparently I was kind of seizing up, but I blacked out. And I finally came through, and like my mom was like, "You okay?" "Yeah, why?" You blacked out for a little bit. You were seizing up." "Oh, okay." They're about ready to call 911.
Wow.
That's a great memory.
And let's toughen me up to like, because this past June I checked my first flat back bump in a wrestling ring. So callous.
There you go.
All right. What's on your perfect pizza, guys?
Perfect pizza. I was going to say, what was the question?
You make a pizza. What's on it?
No, ding dong.
Isn't this Whitaker's gimmick?
Well, that's what
It's Whitaker's
that's what I said. Like, yeah, Devon's stolen this idea.
Damn it, Devon!
Yeah, those
You-
people stealing other people's gimmicks. It sucks, huh, Ben?
Oh, it's the worst.
Stealing people's gimmick is my thing, because I lie, I cheat, I steal. Viva la raza.
Viva la raza. I think I'm going Trevor Lawrence as my quarterback, AJ.
There you go.
It's either
Oh,
him.
that's an interesting pizza topping.
Yeah, it is. Sorry, hey. Oh.
Okay, actually, if it's not topping, what's that? We're not gonna go. We're gonna go. We're topping in a second.
I got it for you. So, but the pizza I like the most is you got a pizza with you put ricotta cheese on it. You do some roasted corn, roasted broccoli. You put some olives on it. You put a little bit of grilled chicken on it, and you put a little chicken sausage on there, and then you can sprinkle with some hot sauce. That's a good pizza right there.
Wow.
Boom.
Wow, those are
That's kind of gourmet.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was about to ask which is everybody's favorite pizza in general.
My favorite pizza in general is just a regular Neapolitan, like the round pie. Just regular slice of round pie with nothing on it. Just give me mozzarella cheese and sauce, and I'm good, brothers. Shit, you get me hungry.
Oh, like a margarita.
Yeah, similar to margarita, absolutely.
Yeah.
Very similar to margarita. All right, I'm up. So let me pick here.
I'm not sure if any of y'all have ever been to something like a Pie 5 or a Blaze Pizza. It's kind of like a Subway, but for personal pizzas, like a little 4-slice mini pizza.
Yeah.
So there was one in Texas, and I'll go to it quite often. My go-to, I don't know why, but it was normal pizza with Alfredo sauce, cheese, and then just make a meat lover's pizza from there. And something about the Alfredo sauce just made it taste really good.
I ordered a pizza, so I'm Catholic, and for Lent a couple years ago, I ordered from Domino's and a 5-cheese pizza, and I substituted I made instead of marinara, I did the Alfredo, and you're right, Alfredo sauce.
Oh yeah, Alfredo sauce on a pizza is great.
Magnificent, magnifico.
I'm going ham, bacon, mushrooms, pepperoni, prawns, and olives.
Prawns. When we say prawns, you mean shrimp?
Not prawns.
I took Cam Akers when I should have took Kyle Pitts.
Oh, I hate it when that happens.
Damn Pitt.
I mean, come on, you're right. You can't get over it sometimes.
It's the pits.
It's the drizzling Pitts.
Yes.
All right, what's our next question?
Amy Vaughn is up next.
Hey, Amy.
First lady of the Arn Anderson fan club. So, actually, she's got 2 questions here, but one's a food one, so let's keep going with that. What condiments go on a hamburger?
Cheers.
Me and Jimmy had an argument the other day. Literally an argument about cheese going on a hamburger or not.
Oh Lord.
Well, who's against it?
Arn Anderson for one.
That's exactly what I said. I said I'm all about Arn Anderson burgers. I'm not a cheeseburger guy.
Oh my God. Why?
I can't. I like cheese, but I don't like it when it's just melted. Although I feel like the cheese overtakes the burger. I love the ketchup, the onions, the pickles, lettuce, tomato, everything else you put on it. Just no cheese. No cheese.
You could be better off just ordering a salad.
Yeah.
I do order a lot of salads, to be honest with you.
Oof.
Wow. Okay. Well, I'm definitely team Jimmy on that one.
Yeah. So what about you, Adam? What's your perfect burger?
Pepper jack cheese, bacon, jalapenos, ketchup, and mayo.
I like having lettuce in there as well.
Why don't you just have a salad?
like 2 patties, 2 beef patties, 2 slices of cheese, and just a little bit of lettuce to top it off, and some bacon.
Ketchup, anything, or
delicious?
Dry?
Yeah. No ketchup. Well, we call it tomato sauce, but yeah.
Okay. What do you call it? So what do you call the stuff that goes on like spaghetti and pasta? You call that marinara sauce?
Just sauce.
Just you call it sauce?
Yeah.
Okay. Right on.
All right. Amy's next question is, who do you think is the better tag team, FTR or the Young Bucks, and why?
FTR. It's not up for debate.
I just think FTR is a better tag. I like the Young Bucks. I'm not a Young Buck hater. I do like the Young Bucks, but I think FTR is a better tag team as far as just the psychology that I like to watch. The FTR is a much better tag team than the Young Bucks. I'm not a big high flyer. I mean, I love the Rockers, and don't get me wrong, but that's why I like FTR more, is because I think they're a better tag team to what I like to watch.
Better tag team ever was the best tag team was Jeff and Owen.
What?
Yeah. The question was who's better between the two, or who's the better between the two, or somebody else, right? Just
I said Jeff and
F-
Owen.
Two of them.
okay.
FTR or Young Bucks.
Gotcha.
I said Jeff and Owen.
Brad Stanton is up next. What was AEW thinking by having 2 pay-per-views a week apart?
I have no idea, Brad.
Idiotic, moronic, stupid, asinine. Tony has his head up his butt. I don't know.
Well, it feels like very much of the whole left hand doesn't know what the right hand's doing.
Yeah, for sure.
Because All Out has traditionally been in Chicago Labor Day weekend. Same, Double or Nothing is always in Vegas Memorial Day weekend. So why book a pay-per-view on an international level a week before your second biggest pay-per-view?
I say the biggest pay-per-view.
I think Double or Nothing feels more like their WrestleMania than All Out. All Out feels more like SummerSlam.
I feel the opposite.
Okay.
But nonetheless, though, just asinine. Like Tony, stupid. Jags, stupid. Yes.
Alrighty. So what's up next?
Oh wait, I think also on the burger hamburger, ketchup maybe ketchup and mustard. One or the other, not both. But
Actually, mustard is a good one for hot dogs.
Mm-hmm. Or bratwurst.
All right. Okay, so we've had a few Jefferson questions. Let's get some Gallagher questions in. From Kim. Kim Gallagher.
Shout out to
So
DeMadre.
there we go.
somebody call
What's your favorite color?
Blue.
Same.
I like red.
Okay.
Aqua.
Aqua. Interesting. All right. What reasons are they your favorite colors?
I don't really have a reason that I can think of. I've just always liked red.
Yeah, same thing. I just always like the way I look in blue. That's really it.
My bubbling personality. It's a lighter color, so I try to be a lighter person for the most part.
I find blue like a calming color for me. Kind of works.
Blue, purple.
All right. Kim's next question is, why do you love wrestling?
Oh.
Bit of a loaded question, but
Yeah, Ben, why don't you start off with that? Why do you love wrestling?
it was initially an interest that I shared with my dad, so it was something that we could bond over. And there's nothing else like it. I mean, there's no form of entertainment like it. So I like how unique it is, and I like that I've been able to connect with guys like yourselves through it. You know, we're us wrestling fans. We're a special bunch, you know, and when we can get together and talk about it, it's just, yeah, it brings me a lot of happiness. So that's why.
Thank you for sharing. Jimmy, why do you love wrestling?
passion. It's just the passion of the I started when I was 8 years old, and just it's just the one. It's just something that attracted me to it, like the charisma of these performers, cutting these amazing promos. I thought, and I grew up in the ruthless aggression slash PG slash reality era, I guess. The last 15 or so years. 17 years actually. It's, it's, it's just it's always there's a variety for everybody, and I got super heated when I heard it called fake, to the point where I may have became psychotic to some people. I would yell at people saying it's not fake. And
Is that why you love it? Because you got to yell at people?
to a degree.
Okay.
But no, I would defend it. I would yell it because just when I heard fake, that's just a nerve, because like it's just something I've kept so close to my heart for so long, and just everybody has their hobbies outside of it, from football to soccer to basketball, baseball, all these other things. It just like one commonality for me is it's so captivating. I mean, the different eras that have came from wrestling, from Luthez to San Martino slash Briscoes and the Funks, to Hogan, Flair, Dusty Rhodes, to Austin and the NWO and D Generation X, to Kurt Angle, Eddie Guerrero, Chris Benoit, to John Cena, Batista, to
All right. Yeah.
I'm rambling on, but
You
just
are rambling on. We're gonna cut you off.
you don't like it, suck it.
We're gonna cut you off there.
Nah.
But just
No.
it's just so captivating, I guess.
All right, Ben, why don't we get one last question?
All right. So, yeah, because we've got a bunch of questions, so we'll get to the rest of them in a upcoming episode. But I wanted to shout out Whitaker for this one, which Gallagher, you've already seen because I saw you comment on it. But he asks, you are all stuck on an island together alone. The one that stays the longest wins. Who's winning, and in what order are you going out in?
Jimmy is gone fucking first, because I think we would just get rid of him first. Like, Jimmy, we wouldn't kill you. We would just put you on the other side of the island.
I'm still on the island.
Oh, well, we build you we build you like a nice little boat, and we just push you away.
Everybody get off the boat, be back on the island.
And Jimmy, we might give you some oars.
Exactly. And we might even give you a volleyball you can talk to.
with a face on it.
Yeah. That's awesome.
So
let's see who
so
wins.
Jimmy's in the boat, he's gone.
Jimmy's still on the island.
Jimmy's gone. Who's going next?
I'm assuming
I'm a heel. I'm gonna fucking try to manipulate you guys into knocking each other off. Be honest with you. That's what I'm gonna do.
I think you'll be too worried about, like, how's my hair looking, you know?
Probably. So I think one of you guys is next. I don't know who. And
okay, I would like to think with my Australian roots that I somehow pick up the Aboriginal way of hunting and, being able to live off the land.
And I think So maybe you, yeah, okay. So maybe, well, see, Adam played football, and I just think Adam can beat the shit out of every single one of us.
My problem is with this whole thing is you think I'm just gone like that. You don't think I'll put up a fight.
Well, that's the thing, right? It's like I don't have to run faster than Adam. I just have to run faster than you guys.
I'm from the bear.
So then I'm
Because
left and Ben's left because we're assuming his aboriginally ancestors taught him how to live off the land.
Gallagher, I think
well,
you,
because
I'm just
Gallagher,
running
because
away
what
from everybody.
what I could do is I could see a spider on the island and tell you that it's deadly when it's not.
I feel like
Because you
Gallagher,
guys,
Gallagher prefers to go because he's just like, oh, my hair's messed up. I'm done.
I might be. I might be like, oh my goodness, I can't sleep outside.
Drama queen alert.
there's no pizza places here.
It's places here.
Where's my guitar? Oh, no guitar. Oh, dang it.
I can't spin my belt.
Oh, wait. Gallagher?
All right, one more time. Can't be a party pooper.
All right. So what's the next process of elimination then?
Ooh, between you and me?
Yeah, but how did AJ go?
Yeah.
Because you claimed to live off the land. So if it was between you and AJ, I went you by default.
Gallagher, I mean, AJ, he gets mauled by a bear.
No,
An island?
Okay, a shark. I don't know. You go fishing and you get a shark come get you. I don't know.
So what I'm saying
Gally-
is I'm going to manipulate one of you guys. It probably will be you, Ben, to get him off the island. So I'm going to convince you of your Aboriginal ancestry to convince you got this, bro.
Why do you think
But
I'm still confused on why you think I'll be the easiest to go? Because you guys love me so much. You guys play that you hate me, but you know you all love me. You do anything for me.
Jimmy, for our sanity, we need you gone first.
What do you mean? What do you mean? By, what's wrong with me that's hurting your sanity?
I just think it'd be easier to sort of like concentrate on what we need to do to survive if you're
Yeah.
on your boat.
If you're just not there, asking us every question under the sun.
So Gallagher, you might manipulate me, but that doesn't mean that AJ's just gonna not
I
fight.
didn't say he's not gonna go down with a fight. I'm just saying at the end of the day, it would be you and me at the end.
Let's say at the end, I think it might be AJ. AJ was just like, bam, bam.
So here's a question: why do we want to stay on the island?
That is a good question.
Well,
Is this like a
like,
challenge or what is this?
yeah, because Whitaker's saying like whoever lasts the
Survivor.
longest is the
It's
winner.
like Survivor.
Yeah.
Okay, so who would Survivor against me and Ben?
Either.
Like, what is the prize?
What's the prize? A date with Jennifer Aniston? I don't know.
$2.
See, I think a lot of Americans don't want to come to Australia because they're afraid of like the
Kangaroos.
creatures that can kill you and stuff. So I think I would be more comfortable on an island than you guys.
Also, I mean, for the record, they do have giant ass spiders, bigger than ours. Yeah, big.
Yeah, but see, that stuff doesn't freak me out. Like
Giant ass black spiders.
any animal near me will freak me out, but I mean, I won't provoke it. I am next. I am on the clock.
You're
Let's see.
All right. So
who do you think? Between these two drama queens.
it's an interesting one.
It is.
For hypothetical
Yeah.
reasons. Then we'll go back to why us youngins will survive first.
I don't know who you're calling young, Bo.
You're
So-
not about. I say you're only 4 years older than me. You're not that much older.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put myself over because I'm the older, wiser one of the group.
Older, yes. Wiser,
Debatable.
See, I can manipulate Gallagher right now because he's not paying attention.
exactly.
Gallagher likes two-twos.
Make the right pick.
He likes what?
I picked who did I pick? I picked Tua as my backup quarterback.
Okay. Wait, who's? Oh, yeah, never mind.
And I picked who did I just pick?
Pick a running back or a tight end.
Jamal Williams.
Who are the other? Just out of curiosity, if you remember, who are the other quarterbacks available
When I picked Lawrence,
when you picked Tua?
Daniel Jones would have been the other guy.
Okay, yeah, all right.
Yeah. I think Tua is going to have a great year. I don't know what I can't explain. I just think he's going to have a really good year.
I like Miami's colors.
They're not bad looking. I mean, I hate saying that out loud, but they're not bad looking.
I like Mike McDaniel. His press conferences are highly entertaining.
He's he's definitely a different cat.
Adam,
AJ,
you haven't answered my question yet.
What's that?
I said, Adam, you haven't answered my question.
Which question?
Between the two drama queens over there,
Who's lasting? Who's lasting? Who's surviving this island?
I'm gonna go with Ben. I'm sorry, Gallagher, but
Oh, it's good. I don't disagree with you, man.
yeah.
That was a great question. That was fun, Whitaker. So thanks for sending that in. That's cool.
thank you all for throwing me under the bus.
Of course.
No problem.
You're welcome. No, we threw you on the boat.
But
Remember that boat that we put you in and off you set?
It's called Magic School Boat.
Yeah, I got one more question by my buddy AJ. Ironically, another coach AJ. Better Ultimate Warrior running down the aisle moment: SummerSlam '88 or WrestleMania 8? So
SummerSlam.
was when he came out against the Honky Tonk Man, and WrestleMania 8 was when he came out against after Papa Shango and Sid were beating up Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, I'm going SummerSlam because he won the IC title.
Yeah.
You don't want to
And it was
why?
in New York.
You know why? Eat, sleep, beat, honky tonk, repeat.
AJ, what do you think? What's your favorite Warrior running moment?
Yeah, SummerSlam. Just I kind of remember, that one stays in my head a little bit more.
Yeah, absolutely. When that music hit, when the crowd went nuts. I was watching that the other day.
I need hypothetical at the moment. So we're close, I think. So next week,
Yeah.
Gunther, Chad Gable, outcome.
What's that?
Next week's
Gable versus Gunther 3.
Oh, Gunther's gonna win. They're gonna let him keep that belt.
Hold on. Will Gunther have broken the record by then?
I think if he wins, he beats it. I think.
Oh, shit. Okay. He's not going to lose it till he breaks it. I could see Gable getting one more shot, taking it off of him, and then Gunther turns his attention to Seth.
Yeah.
Uses power bomb to cripple Seth's back even more, and Gunther gets his first main event gold.
Do we still have Imperium by then?
No.
Or does he go after Seth, and then after he beats up Seth, Damian Priest comes out and cashes in?
Does that make Damian babyface?
No, he'd still be a heel. He's a good heel, Damian Priest.
He's a great heel.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking, will that make Gunther baby? So
I think Gunther is a babyface, to be honest with you. I know he plays heel on TV, but I mean, the guy does nothing but beat people up. I mean, how can you not love that?
Yeah.
Same thing like Drew McIntyre and Sheamus. Like you can't boo those guys.
But how long do you think that match goes?
Well, it should main event Raw for starters.
No, yeah.
So however long a main event for Raw usually goes, what, 20 minutes?
About that, yeah.
15,
Yeah.
20, give or take. I mean, this last week, I mean, it was not Trish, Becky versus Zoe Stark, and I thought that was really good, by the way.
That was a good match, actually. I watched Raw last week with Michael, and that was a pretty good match. I enjoyed that one.
All right.
Ben, you
That-
want to bore us?
Do I want to
You want to bore us?
bore you?
Yeah.
Is this a bad segue into the jokes?
Man,
Yes.
this is just too bad because dad duty is calling. I'm gonna
Okay.
have to miss out on these.
I don't
Oh,
blame
that's
you.
all right. I'll send them to you.
Hey,
Okay,
hey! It is
Hi.
the world's. How's it go? The world's
He's
great.
good.
You can do it, Jimmy. I believe you. Much love, y'all.
Yeah. See ya.
Hey, it is the world's greatest up and coming segment in sports today.
Hey, Jimmy, you missed the last one. Did you rewatch it? No, that's right, because I zoomed it to you. All right. Why don't spiders go back to school?
Why?
Because they learn everything on the web.
I
I knew it had to do with the web.
did
Yeah.
too. That was great. I thought that was great.
What do you call a factory that makes okay products?
I don't know what.
A satisfactory.
All right, that was good.
My mum just found out I replaced her bed with a trampoline. She hit the roof.
Oh my goodness.
I told my wife she drew her eyebrows too high. She looked surprised. Okay, last one. I returned my lizard to the pet store as he wouldn't stop telling dad jokes. That's not a lizard, the store clerk told me. That's a stand-up chameleon. Oh boy, indeed.
Oh
So
boy.
there we go.
Hey Ben, I told Pyres my the bar joke that I did
Mhm.
about the genie, and he's
Yep.
funny.
Yeah, good.
He
That is a
enjoyed
good one. That is, yeah. So, yeah, all those other questions that we couldn't get to today, we'll do in a future episode of Ask the Bros.
All right. All right. Thank you for that small little break. I appreciate that. Well, we want to say thank you for everybody who submitted questions, and we're definitely going to get to every question. We'll do another Ask the Bros episode very soon, and get the rest of you guys. But continue to ask us questions, continue to listen to us, and watch us on YouTube. We appreciate everything you guys do for us as far as listening and word of mouth, and we're just getting excited. We're getting started, so at least that's how I feel. But Ben, any final thoughts for today?
No, I just want to, yeah, also thank everyone for submitting those questions. And it's a lot of fun to do something like this. And, we feel like, we can get to, know each other a little bit more, and you guys can get to know us a little bit more. And it's, yeah, just overall fun.
Yeah. Jimmy, any final thoughts?
one belt behind you, and two next episode. I mean, oh wait, till he's done. Next episode, I'll be a year older. I didn't do much bragging this year on a specific day, as I have in the last couple years, but it's a lot of cupcakes this weekend, and just enjoy the time you have with your loved ones. Tell them you love them. Check up on the ones you haven't in a while. Just let the ones that matter to you know that they matter to you.
Well said.
Jinx. Well said, Jimmy. Well, from us here at the Zip Code Bros, we'd love you to like and subscribe. on YouTube and listen to us wherever you can find podcasts. And you can find us at where, Ben?
At the Zip Code Bros on Twitter.
Okay. Jimmy, where can we find you?
At OG James on ad free on the Twitter. Or X as they're calling it, suck it. And Instagram load Jimmy Sorensen 1997 on Instagram. 97. Jimmy Sorensen 97 Instagram. And James Sorensen on Facebook. And happy birthday to me.
All right.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday, James. We look forward to hearing about your exploits in Kansas City with Mr. Lopez. And you can find me on Twitter at Mike Gurr 0905 MikeGRR 0905. Hit me up, send me a DM. Let's chat. From here at the Zip Code Bros, we appreciate you. Have a great night.